So, we made it back from our vacation. And look at everything growing. Holy moly. It's growing like a weed. We did get some rain, I guess, while we were gone. It rained on and off. And the heat right now is, sketchy. Pretty hot. But we do got a nice breeze. So, but look at how tall all those butterflies. I got distracted by the butterfly. Ha! All those carrot tops. So let's zoom in. There's the beautiful butterfly. And I think that's actually called a carrot fly. Could be. But everything seems to be doing really good. All those little pests that were on there the last video, I don't see any pests now. Can't hardly see in to see the worm bin. But you can see as we go in there, zoom in a hair, the carrot tops aren't pushing out the top of the soil yet. And these are the purple carrots. These are the big long ones, and they're supposed to be a purple. So we'll see how that does. But they're doing really good. There's our beets. This is the dark red beet, and you can see it's booming. So it says that they're about ready to be harvested. Down here, if we can move the beet leaf, is our broccoli, which is ginormous, as you can see. It hasn't put off a floret yet down there for a head. And this one down here, we got 2 broccoli stems, but the second one is still a little bit, he's kind of short, but he's kicking too. We do seem to have some sort of critter eating the leaves, but, oh, there he is right there. So we'll have to check all of the leaves and everything. But the carrots, of course, are doing, obviously, they're growing crazy wild. I'm blown away with all the carrot growth. And the beets are doing good. Let's spin this around a hair. And you spin it around, you can see here's our, these should be our, these are bunching onions. Okay. So these are our bunching onions. They're ready to be harvested. So I'll be clipping some of those before too long. Down here is our Thai basil, and it's a little stunted and got a couple, leaves that are not so good, but she smells amazing and she's doing really good. And then over here, this is our zinnias, and we do have one bud, and yesterday I went ahead and I pinched a bunch of the tops so that they'll spear off and get more than one. Like, see here. There you can see how it's sprouting to the side, so that'll give us 2 flower stems. And I'll show you the zinnias over here in a minute to show you what I mean. Instead of it just having 1 stem and then a bud there, what we've got over here is we've got 1 solid stem that then stems off to 2 because I pinched the top. So it puts off a secondary one, and this one comes up and we've got a bloom. So the zinnias are doing good. The yellowish orange things, those are the California poppies, and they seem to be doing pretty good, which is surprising. They're ready to be harvested now. Down here are the other carrots. These are the short and sweet carrots, and you can see that they're not really poking out of the soil yet either. So probably another week or so, and then they'll be ready. But let's go back over here and make sure we got everything out of this one. So we covered the zinnias and the poppies. Oh, and then here we got some more beets. These are the what are they? Where's the little label? Okay, these are the gourmet blended beets. And I'll see if I can move some of the leaves. You can see these babies are ginormous. So they're ready to be harvested. Couple in there. If it'll zoom in. Oh, here, let's move this guy. You can see in there, they're poking out. So they are ready to be harvested. So, and like I said, something's getting some of our leaves, but it'll be okay. So that's what's in the big garden tower project 2. Over here, these little guys there, those are our peppers, and they're still kicking, but they definitely need to be put into a bigger container. So now we got the California poppies and the zinnias. We got the carrots. This is our lettuce, and it has finally bolted. You can see all the beautiful little white flowers. So that's doing good. We got zinnias over here. Or not zinnias, California poppies over here. And then this little guy here is the helichrysum. He's doing good. We got the bunching carrots down here, or the short and sweet carrots down here that are doing really good, if I can get out of the shade. And then here's our spinach, and it seems to be doing pretty good too. It's a little small, but it's doing pretty good. Here are our, let's see, I turned it around so now I can't see. Okay, the nasturtiums. These are supposed to be edible, and they trellis down. So they're doing good. We don't have any blossoms on them yet. And then here's our chamomile. It seems to be growing like a weed. Beautiful. So that's always good. I just keep rotating the pots. Our friend Danny, who watched the house and everything and took care of the animals, did a really good job. I'm very, very proud of her and so glad that she was able to come and help with everything, because it's turned out good. She did an awesome job. I'm really grateful. So here we have more zinnias, and I had pinched these tops a long time ago, so now they're starting to put off buds. Here's more of that lettuce. And I think what I figured out is after they flower, so what I figured out is with this lettuce, it flowers, and then the flowers will fall off. And then you can see, I think these are actually the seed pods. So I'm waiting to see how that turns out and see if we can get some seeds out of those pods for more lettuce. Here's some more of the lettuce here that's still doing good. You can see it's doing beautiful. There's one of the bunching onions. It's doing pretty big and thick. We're going to have to trim some of that off. A couple of other ones over here that are doing pretty good. This is our parsley down here. The parsley is doing fantastic. The parsley's doing really good, even though it was waterlogged for a little while because we got so much rain. It's still kicking good. Here's some more of that lettuce, doing really good. Everything's doing really good there. So now, I'll show you. Shut up! And there's our strawberries again. No sign of greenery, so I'm not sure if they're going to live or not. We're really not sure. Very unpredictable with that. So we're going to go ahead and take you into the front yard and show you the updates there. Oh, here, let's show you this little guy too, because I always forget this little guy. And there's that thing that they keep saying is supposed to be a bleeding heart. There is one little flower on it, so that's kind of cool. It seems to have taken off really well. So now let's go and see the front yard. You guys are going to be blown away by this cactus, let me tell you. I'm a little disappointed myself, only because it decided to bloom right after I left. So let's flip you around so you can see how pretty she is. So as you see, she's really big. All of her petals, her new petals this year, are doing really well. They're not pokey yet, so before too long we will be able to go ahead and harvest some of those and have some Nepalus. There are the buds, and as you can see, they're shriveled up. They've already bloomed. So they only bloom for a couple days, and then the buds get all dried out. Eventually they fall off, and the fruit starts to fill out like those ones, and then when they turn purple, we'll harvest them. But let me get over here and show you how pretty the blossom is. It's a beautiful blossom. Really pretty. And that's what it looks like when it blooms. And then when it only blooms for a couple of days. So we really got to catch it when it blooms so it's pretty. So we got that going on. Now let's come over here to the front yard. Here's our Thai basil. As you can see, we've had some pretty drastic heat. So it's already turning purple and doing great and starting to flower. This over here is one of our 2 pumpkins. You'll see down there, they have flowered, lots of flowers. Got to get a trellis out here soon. But they're doing really good. Over here is our purple tomatillos, and you can see they are flowering and doing really good. Lots of different buds on those. Our chives are still kicking, so I'll probably go ahead and pluck them out before too long and just leave a couple to keep the bugs away. Check out that lettuce. That curly leaf lettuce is still booming. Really pretty booming. There's the other Thai basil. And there you can see how it is literally starting to put off buds, and that'll be really pretty. We're gonna get a lot of seeds out of that. That's gonna be nice, and it smells incredible. Here are the store-bought yellow onions, and one of them has already went to a flower, so that's gonna be good. We'll get some seeds out of that, I do believe. So that's doing pretty good. And then the question is, dun dun dun, how about the peas? Well, let me show you the peas. Look at those beautiful babies. We've already got pods on them, a bunch of them. I mean, she's doing beautiful. Still spining out everywhere. She had a couple more flowers. Yeah, there's a flower down there, so we'll get some more pods off of that. Not quite time to harvest them, but almost. And there's that mysterious lagger of a, what was that? Radish. This is the last radish we got. And I don't know, I can't see the camera, but if you can see, it is bulbous down there. So before too long, she'll be ready to be plucked. Here's our other pumpkin. And this one, look at all of the flowers on that guy. This one's got twice as many buds on it, so I'm excited to see how the pumpkins turn out. This little house plant is finally blooming, which I didn't even expect that. So that's kind of interesting. And now let's move on over to our cucumbers. Now check this guy out. This guy, look at there. There's a baby cucumber. There's a couple of them. They're doing really good. You can see all the flowers down there. Just booming. So we're going to get some trellis for this guy. This one here is a single one. And I got to move it like that. You can see all the buds down there. So the cucumbers are coming along really well. Same way with these guys here. Look at all those new buds right there. All those just ready to pop. Down there you see all the flowers. There's another little one. See his little stick? That's the cucumber. Cool beans. And there's quite a few down there. So yeah, our cucumbers are doing fantabulous. These are the green beans. And the green beans are growing nice and tall. I haven't seen any flowers. Oh, there's some flowers right at the tip of my finger. There's some flowers, so we'll be getting green beans before we know it. I went ahead and tossed some more peas in here, and this little guy is starting to sprout, so we'll have plenty of peas. That looks good. Now let me go this way. Here is our parsley from last year. And it's still kicking really well, and as you see, it has gotten a flower stalk on it. And check it out, there is a bud there, so it is going to blossom and give us new parsley seeds. So I am extremely, oops, what the heck did we just do here? I don't know. I'm extremely excited to see how that is going to turn out. So now we'll go over here. Remember that sprig of peppermint? It's taken really well. I did pull the weeds off the last video I did, and it's doing really good and healthy. Surprising how good it actually is taken off now, so I'm excited about that. Now the banana tree over here, there's a couple of them in there. They're doing really well. The irises are done blooming, so now we just got the greenery, and I haven't been home to clean this all up. So this is the next job, is to clean this up. Of course, that weed has just gotten bigger and taller and needs to get out of here. And the roses, I did deadhead a bunch of the roses before we left. And so they're about on their last strand for their first bloom. Then I'll go ahead and come through here and prune them all up, clean them up, and they'll bloom again. These guys bloom almost all year round. I left the best for last. Now we're going to go to the side of the yard, to the potato box. Now, you guys have been watching the potato box, and you've seen how bushy it was last time I did a video. So let me show you. There is the potato box. Now you would say, oh my gosh, what happened to it? It looks terrible. Well, this is actually the way that potatoes are supposed to be. They grow really big and tall, then they get droopy. Sometimes they'll bloom, sometimes they won't. But they get really droopy. But let's get a close-up on the inside of the potato box. And what do we have in there? We have potatoes. And from the top, lots of them. So once we get in there, it's going to be fun to see exactly how big of a harvest we get this year from the potatoes. So very excited about that. Things are going really well. And have just grown like weeds the weekend that we were on this trip back home for the graduation and all. It's really grown quite big and large, but it's doing fantastic. So everything's doing really good and growing well. So before too long, you'll be able to check out all the harvest, and I'll show you videos on all that. So for now, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember, you are someone, you do matter. I love you, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, ciao now.